Jesus is our rest is not a license to break the Sabbath commandment. Jesus is our rest, they say, so the Sabbath no longer matters. Really? Then is Jesus also your honesty, so you can lie? Is he your faithfulness, so you can commit adultery? The statement, Jesus is our rest, is beautiful when rightly understood. But when it becomes a theological loophole to dismiss the fourth commandment, it's not grace, it's deception. Let's confront this false doctrine head-on, the truth behind the claim. Yes, Jesus does offer spiritual rest. Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. This is rest from guilt, sin, and self-righteous striving. But notice something. Nowhere in this verse, or anywhere in the New Testament, does Jesus say, because I am your rest, you no longer need to keep the Sabbath. That's a leap nowhere supported by Scripture. In fact, it directly contradicts it. Hebrews 4:9 doesn't abolish the Sabbath. It affirms it. There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of God. The Greek word sabbatismos, a literal Sabbath-keeping. The difference between spiritual rest and holy time. Let's be clear. Jesus offers rest for the soul. The Sabbath offers holy time with God. These are not the same, but they are connected. Imagine telling your spouse, I don't need date night anymore. You live in my heart. How long will your marriage last? In the same way, saying, Jesus is my Sabbath, while trampling his holy day is like breaking the appointment but claiming love. It's spiritual adultery masked in pious words. Part 3, the Sabbath was never a burden. Some say, the Sabbath was a burden. Jesus freed us from it. But who made the Sabbath? Jesus did. John 1:3. All things were made by him. Mark 2:27. The Sabbath was made for man. Jesus didn't come to destroy the Sabbath. He came to restore its meaning. He showed us how to honor it, not avoid it. Healing on the Sabbath wasn't a violation. It was a revelation of what Sabbath rest looks like. Restoration, communion, mercy, and holiness. The slippery slope of spiritualizing commandments. Let's test this idea. If Jesus is our rest, so we don't need the fourth commandment, then can we say, Jesus is my truth, so I can lie? Jesus is my provider, so I can steal? Jesus is my purity, so I can commit adultery? Of course not. That's absurd. Yet when it comes to the Sabbath, the only commandment that begins with remember, many feel free to forget. Why? Because tradition, not Scripture, taught them to. The final challenge to all who twist the text. To the priest who says Sunday honors Christ's resurrection, where is the verse that says it replaced the seventh day? To the pastor who says Jesus is our Sabbath, then why did Jesus keep the Sabbath, Luke 4:16, and expect his followers to do the same, Matthew 24:20? To the imam who claims Sabbath laws were just for Jews, why does Isaiah 56 promise blessings to strangers who keep the Sabbath, and to the skeptic who says Jesus is all I need? Are you following the Jesus of Scripture or the one crafted by culture? Conclusion. The phrase Jesus is our rest is not false. It's just misused. Jesus does give spiritual rest, but he never said, because I am your rest, you are now free to break the Sabbath. The cross didn't remove the command. It fulfilled its deepest meaning. Sabbath is not about legalism. It's about love, loyalty, and lordship. In the final battle of Revelation, the saints are described in one way. They keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Revelation 14:12. That includes the fourth commandment, the Sabbath. So ask yourself honestly, if Jesus is truly your rest, wouldn't you joyfully keep his day of rest?